Good morning. It is a bright and early morning here in Charleston. Have a 7:30 appointment, so we stayed the night just because traffic coming from where we are would take us forever to get here. So we just came down later last night, stayed the night, and now we're on our way. A little anxious. I feel like I always put a little more hope than I should in these appointments. I also try and go ahead and disappoint myself to get that out of the way. But I don't know. I could tell y'all more about all that later, depending on how this appointment goes. But I'm really hoping he has something that will help me, that will get me my life back, you know, where I can drive and be more independent as I should be at this age, and just be able to do more with Travis and the kids. That would be wonderful. So I had these appointments in December and just kind of needed a break from doctor's visits, so I canceled everything. It's kind of that toss-up of appointment fatigue, like you get really tired of going and hearing everything and kind of bleh. So I just canceled everything. We enjoyed our December, had fun, and rescheduled everything. It was supposed to be for April, but they had a cancellation, so we're starting all the appointment and testing and everything again. So I probably will not film every appointment. You guys would be very bored with all of that, but every now and then let you know how it's going. Look at this beautiful sunrise. I feel like the Lord is just showing his beauty and everything. Even on days like today where we feel a little anxious and down, he's like, hey, look at what I made for you. Look at this creation. So definitely enjoyed seeing that. Hope you guys have a good day. Well, that was a long but not bad appointment. Full transparency, this is my third neurologist that I have been sent to at MUSC. So I was a little apprehensive, I guess, about this appointment, but it actually went really well. The first one, let me rewind a little bit. So Vanderbilt said I need a local neurologist, and that is how the search for it all started, so that he has someone to communicate with, because, you know, going to Tennessee multiple times a year isn't really a great option with 3 kids. So started out with the first one. They basically told me they thought it was a little brain tumor, which, I mean, if you have health issues, you always get these little, like, that would answer all the questions, right? All the symptoms going on. Very rarely is it ever. So I did everything he asked me to. It, of course, was not a brain tumor. And then he didn't know what to do with me. So he passed me along to his colleague who had interest in autonomic dysfunctions, and she was going to be great. Went to that appointment, hopeful again. And I get there and she's like, well, I deal with beginner levels, but you're on like 3rd-tier medications now. I have no idea how to help you. I'm going to pass you on to my colleague. So I was like, this sounds familiar, you know? So this was that colleague, and it actually went really well. He is very interested in all of this, which, if you've got weird stuff going on, you know that finding someone interested in what you have is half of the battle, right? I had one doctor actually dismiss me from their practice because he wasn't interested in my case and this was not here, couldn't figure out how to help me, so he just kind of stopped. I was like, I didn't know this was a possibility, but apparently it is. So now I understand the importance of finding someone that finds your case intriguing. So if you follow me on YouTube, I did a video on how Vanderbilt went in October. I go there once a year, but basically he gave me a list of things to do locally before my appointment this coming October. And that involved getting established with a neurologist, which I now have done, and getting skin biopsies to check for mast cell activation syndrome and small fiber neuropathy, because my physical exam does point kind of that direction a little bit. So this doctor spent a long time asking all the questions, very thorough, which I very much appreciate, and did some additional blood work. He is waiting for insurance approval, obviously, for the biopsies. We'll get that done. And he has a list of things that he wants to look for. It was very refreshing to not have someone say, hey, eat salt, put on compression stockings, I don't know what else to tell you, which is kind of what I've heard, you know? So he said if one thing comes up positive, then he'll send me to someone else that is their specialty. If not, we'll keep digging to figure out why I keep getting worse. That's been the whole question, and kind of what my doctor at Vanderbilt brought up this year is he doesn't understand why I'm continuing to get worse and not responding to treatment like I should be if this is my main reason. So they are trying to figure out what could be causing everything to get worse. They think there's more going on, but we just have to find it. So I leave today feeling hopeful. We have a plan. Last 2 appointments felt like a waste of time and very disappointing. I feel like I've kind of gotten used to going and not like someone not knowing what to do with me. He did say that I have a very complicated case, but that he would like to dig and figure out what could be going on. So we will be looking into a lot of things. One appointment always leads to 5 more, which is kind of the frustrating part. I would love to spend our time not in a doctor's office setting, but you can see my rash coming up already. So it's another thing we're looking at. Joys of all of this. Positive notes. Found a doctor that's listening. Did not look at me like I had 4 eyes. Had explanations for everything, things he's going to be looking into. Travis and I had some really good food. I mean, that's always a go-to. We got some one-on-one time, had actual full conversations. That's rare. So that was really nice. It was a really pretty sunset. We got to sniff the beach, as I say. You know, you get to go in there and just take a deep breath. It's just one of my favorite things. So lots and lots of positives. Also some frustrations coming on. So I had periorbital cellulitis in this eye a few years ago. I was in the hospital with IV antibiotics, and from that, this side of my face, sometimes you can tell in videos when I'm tired, it gets a little bit more droopy, and it's caused the muscles in my forehead to lock up and cramp, just from some nerve damage from all of that swelling. So his recommendation for that was Botox. So if you see me all frozen on one of these videos, it's not because I just went down that rabbit hole of cosmetics. It's a recommendation. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet or not, but it's very painful when it's cramping, so we'll see. I might be like this for a little while if they do it wrong. Who knows? But I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're dealing with weird stuff, don't give up. There's someone that will find your case intriguing, that will dig, that will figure it out. I am praying for some answers because I would love to get my life back and my independence back. But if this is the best it gets, God is still good. He has a plan. I've got 3 healthy, amazing children, a husband that loves me. I've got so many blessings in all of this. So he is still good. All the time he is good. But if you have weird stuff going on, you're not alone. If you've been fighting for years for a diagnosis, you're not alone. I hope that y'all just keep pushing and keep fighting and find the joys in life. I hope you have a good day.